Good evening, my faithful viewers. Rowdy Retro Viewer here. Today, I'm here to share my thoughts on The Godfather. Now, believe it or not, I never grew up watching this movie or even the second and third movies because, well, believe it or not, I never even heard of them before. And you know what's funny? The only time I was probably aware of the Godfather was Rugrats in Paris doing their own type of parody of it during the beginning of the movie. And that's pretty much it, I guess. That's the only time I was only aware of the Godfather franchise. Okay, maybe to you guys there might be a different reason, but just roll with it. Just roll with it. So just like with all the other reviews I've been doing, I'll read the description of the DVD and try my best to describe it, if that's okay with you guys. Regarded as one of the best American films ever by the American Film Institute, Francis Ford Coppola epic masterpiece features Marlon Brando in his Oscar-winning role as the patriarch of the Corleone family. The Godfather is a violent and chilling patriot of the Sicilian family's struggle to stray in the power of a post-war American of corruption, deceit, and betrayal. Coppola begins his legendary trilogy, masterfully balancing the story of Corleone's family life and the ugly crime business in which they are engaged. Based on Mario Puzo's best-selling novel. Didn't know there was a novel version. And featuring career-making performances by Al Pacino, James Caan, and Robert Duvall. This searing and brilliant film garnered 10 Academy Award nominations and won 3, including Best Picture of 1972. So that's what The Godfather is all about. Oh boy, this is probably one of the most intense movies I've ever seen since ever since I watched Earthquake and Terminator, and sharing my thoughts on those movies as well. It's actually a pretty interesting movie to watch, and I guess it is, because to be honest. And it takes place sometime around the mid 1940s, like around 1945 or something. There were so many death scenes that I couldn't even bother keeping track of. And there's so much family drama, too. And all the actors are doing a great job in this movie. Always having a great performance. And I guess it is like some kind of mafia type movie, which you don't see too many of those mafia movies these days, do you? Probably not. But anyways, this is an interesting movie that seems perfect for everyone. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of behind on what Godfather is all about. And I don't know much about Al Pacino, since I didn't grow up with any of his movies. and that includes The Godfather till now. Oh well, better late than never to be familiar with him. And for a movie made back in 1972, it's actually pretty well done. It's almost like watching a gangster movie from the 1940s or something. And I'm sorry if I can't think of anything else to say, but this was an intense and an amazing movie for everyone to watch. And if you guys haven't seen it, I recommend you get the DVD or VHS copy of the film and check it out for yourselves. And you can let me know in the comments below if this movie is fantastic or not. Now, I'm not sure if the Nostalgia Critic is going to review this movie at some point. That probably depends on what he's doing right now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm sorry if I can't think of anything else to say about this movie, but it is still a masterpiece of art. Imagine if we had more movies that were better. Kind of like this, for example. And that depends on what's going on nowadays.